Ernest isn't dead yet.
Not yet. We'll see.
Sorry for the long break. We were kind of trying to figure out how to rule some of this.
How to deal with it.
So the idea here is that Ernest needs to be treated because he failed his health test, and so he's definitely not recovering anytime soon. But like, this is poison, and so poison is kind of weird to deal with in Burning Wheel because all the rules for health and wounds are about like cuts and scrapes and stuff like that. So there's some house ruling going on here. And so we're in the break trying to figure out how possibly this could work. So it sounds like we might do some sort of like pseudo staunching the flow, staunching the bleeding, like try to stabilize.
Yeah, but you are trying to stabilize
Ernest.
me just from a different thing.
And then possibly figure out how to get him to someone who can treat someone who's been poisoned. At least that's what I think we sort of agreed on. And we were kind of talking about the poison in general. So what happens if, like, Ernest's character isn't really facing death here, but if everything completely fails, once he finally does recover, which will be in a fairly long time, like we're talking months here, he'll come back with the sickly trait. So he'll always sort of like be not fully recovered from this. It's really messed with him.
Then we'd have to figure out in play if I can ever remove that sickly trait.
Right.
That will be its own sort of plot line. Actually, I just thought of something. We're in the jungle. Is it feasible to stabilize me using sort of just general anti-venom? Like something
that'd be like an herbalism or apothecary type thing. Like in my mind, if you guys like want to try and find someone, that would be who you would want to find.
Not for treatment though. I didn't mean just for stabilization.
Oh, for stabilization? You could try that, but like no one knows that, so like they're just going to be like trying to give like random.
And they all require tools, so it's like a minimum obs.
I crushed up a bunch of leaves, shoved these down his throat. We'll see what happens.
No Athalas, no Kingsley.
There are no kings here.
I heard
Yak's
poop is good for this. Eat this.
So I guess Nico's bolting back and calling to Vasily and what was the other guy's name? I forget. Shit.
Starts with an N.
Nikolai?
Nikolai and Vasily.
Nikolai and Vasily, yes.
Yeah, and I'm yelling at them, get in here, we gotta pull this guy out. Let's go.
Okay, can you give me a command roll?
Untrained? Sure I can. Guess I should have phrased that better.
Yes, guess you should have been poisoned.
Please, guys, come on. Like, it would be really cool if you could follow me back. Command. And that is based on will, I am sure.
Sounds right. I'm almost there. Yes, will. As an odd description for obstacles. Go ahead. I think I'm going to roll it as like all the other social ones, though, and call it a will thing. So you need to beat an ob 4. So good luck with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with my 5, and that's a double. Okay.
Can we use astrology to help this?
It's being learned, isn't it?
Right.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I can't even fork anything for this. What'd you say, ob 4?
Yeah.
Oh, that's modifiers. No modifiers. No, 0. Okay. Ob 4. Hey guys, don't listen to me at all.
Oh no.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Cool. But it is challenging, so...
Yeah, that goes right to my will. That's nice.
Yep.
Right. So, yeah, you kind of hear back like, oh, "We're fine here. We're keeping a watch. Good luck."
When I come back, you're fucking dead, and I run back. Yeah, I run back in and start trying to haul the lummox out of there.
Yep.
Are you trying to stabilize him before you start moving him, or are you gonna?
I mean, is he still like thrashing around and stuff, or is he just unconscious?
Well, yeah, he's still thrashing a little bit, but we could say it's been about 2 minutes, and after that, it's sort of gone down. But like it's still sort of like every once in a while there are like spasms and stuff that happen. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you
Punches
trying
us in the
anything, Edwin,
face.
while it was?
No, anything I would do would just make it worse. Like, I would, at the most, I'd be trying to drag him, but I wouldn't be able to lift him up over the rubble. But that's pretty far away, so I don't know how far I get.
right. Yeah, because like that room is like, I think I was saying like 40 feet deep, something like that. And then there's like another 50 feet of hallway and stuff. So you're gonna have to
I
go
got like
100
100 feet to drag him before.
Yeah.
I'm just taking my time. Like, I know that I can't lift them up over that rubble by myself, especially not in that armor.
So,
actually, that might be what I do. I might be like pull him back as far as I can until I can breathe easy, and I'll start taking off his armor.
Okay. Yeah. You probably see it. It helps a little bit, at least, like to keep his body cool and everything. So.
Well, apparently it's cold enough already.
Well,
it
after that first blast, like everything sort of equalized out, and so it's not quite as cool anymore.
Okay.
But there is like this weird continual breeze of cool air coming out from further down.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna drag him out.
I'm just unconscious at this point.
Right.
All right,
yeah. So you guys can eventually make it back to the
camp,
base camp, if you want. Let me see though. I'm trying to figure out like most of the morning was spent trying to do like the scaffolding stuff, and then you spent a little time in the hallway. So I want to say it's like early afternoon right now. Let's figure out how long it takes to get back to base camp carrying this big guy, so that I know like what, right? Power or speed or agility or something. This could be a linked test between the two of you.
Well, I'll want to use agility.
So you guys can describe however you want to, or what your intent is, right? To get him back. And I'm looking here for like time duration type stuff. So like failure is like this is going to take you forever, and you're not going to get back till night.
I mean, we could just leave him by the entrance, and we can try and make some kind of scaffolding, and put him on my yak, Brenda.
There you go.
And then we don't have to get him back to base camp. We just have to get him outside.
Right.
Outside the cave.
But I thought you guys were going to try to get him back to base camp and then try and like stabilize him or something, though.
I mean,
I'm still pretty rough.
Is there anything?
He's still rough.
Is there anything at the base camp that will help us stabilize him?
Would we carry because we're in the jungle and we're going on an expedition? Would we carry like just general antivenoms for like snake bites or anything like that? Is that a thing?
I don't think that's a thing. But
let me see here.
Let's see. Roll a die of fate.
I will roll said die of fate. This is just my fate.
One is good.
Oh.
One is good. Oh,
of
shit.
course.
So no, you don't have any sort of like anti-venom.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Hmm.
So okay, so
Skills that will help here.
right, so like yeah, I'm trying to think of like the intent that's going on right now. So
I mean, I don't even know how to stabilize him. I mean, he just breathed in a bunch of glass.
so like well, there's like a couple of ways you can try and do stuff, but it's up to you which way you want to go.
Yeah, I think maybe mouth to mouth and stuff like that is the only thing that Nico will think of. Like, he breathed it in. Maybe getting some good air in there will help.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Another option could be bloodletting if you have leeches. I don't think we have leeches, but
I can find
We
Yeah,
got
some
bloodletting's
nice-
another.
if the poison's in my blood, we could remove it.
Right. Yeah, you could try the could try to sort of keep them
Keep him breathing.
keep them breathing, everything, and
Okay.
Maybe also like just like making sure like he's not like choking on his tongue or stuff like that, and trying to keep him
Maybe
cool because
maybe
his
have a spoon.
temperature is getting pretty. His temperature is rising as well, so
Oh, okay.
that does sound like field dressing. So,
All right.
so I'll rule that as a OB3 field dressing to like sort of like get him
Yeah.
somewhat movable for
It's
field
gonna
dressing.
be a fail, but maybe we will fail forward somehow. That's based on perception, correct?
I'm not sure. Wow, I almost flipped right to them. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I got a 4. So ob
Right.
3, which becomes a 6.
Oh,
See
actually,
how it goes. Oh. Actually, I rolled 3 successes.
I was gonna say if you fail really bad because like you were saying like you're trying to get the bad poison out, you would have poisoned yourself. But you got 3 successes, so like you didn't completely fail from that. But yeah, he's still not doing very well. But yeah, and that probably took you a good 20 minutes of time.
Mm.
So now I'm just completely unconscious, basically.
You've
I
been
know.
unconscious the whole time, but like
Yeah, but now I'm not spasming. I'm just sort of like
Yeah.
constantly
yeah,
bad. Okay.
yeah, you're not really you're not spasming anymore, but like you are very very hot. Like your temperature is rising.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since I've been touching him and stuff, and I realize he's got,
He's got
his body temperature is going up.
crazy fever.
There is a body of water somewhere near, correct? I'm going by what I saw in that picture. There was like water at the base of the thing.
Oh,
it looked
sure.
like.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, I just want to drag him down and like put his body in that water.
Okay. Totally.
How hard would it be to
not his
get
head,
like
obviously, but
some kind of painkiller like aspirin? Would that help?
there's a certain tree bark that's aspirin, but you're going to need an herbalism check, I'm sure, to figure it out.
Yeah. Is that even worth trying?
Yes. You could try to treat him with herbalism, but
It's like S8 again.
yeah, it'd be well. You don't really have the materials, the tools, because herbalism requires tools,
Yeah.
like the actual herbs and stuff. So for like identifying that would double it, and then you don't have it again, so it would double again. So it would be a really, really, really high ob.
Yeah.
Is it a common herb?
No.
Okay, so it's uncommon, which makes it an ob 2 to start with.
What's the page, Zen?
277.
That was close. So let's see
Wait,
here.
I'm sorry. Ob 3, uncommon herbs.
Yeah, I can't make an Ob 6 test. And even trying will just make things worse, right?
Well, if nothing else,
well,
it
it's
wastes
just not
time.
going to help. Yeah, it'll eat time away.
All right.
So at this
Um,
point, you guys are pretty sure like you can't do as much, and probably like except maybe like find some sort of bark like that. But like Nika knows like after putting him in the river, like or stream, really it's more like a stream or a creek, not a river. But like you guys know you're out of your depths.
yeah.
Can I make a die of fate roll here? Okay. Can I make a die of fate roll that there are leeches in the water that will bloodlet him automatically?
Roll 1d20 on a 20.
Not the automatic part, but like because we're like in the jungle and like there's some swamps and stuff. You could roll a die of fate to see if you could find leeches, so that you could try a bloodletting with tools.
That's true. You
Okay.
could just find leashes.
Give it a shot. Come on. Oh, no.
No, yeah, you don't see anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, so at this point, you guys are pretty far out of your depth.
Yeah. I say we get him on the yak and get him the frick out of here as
Yep.
fast as possible.
Well, let's put him on the yak. I can't think of anything else.
How's your circles, Edwin? What are you looking at for?
He's gonna have horrible because of his will.
I only have circles of one,
That's
but I have affiliations with the Mages Guild, which we're talking about getting a witch to heal him. That might work there. And I also have a reputation for being the best archaeologist. So if I get a fanboy witch,
but that just makes it more specific and increases the ob.
yeah.
Right.
So
So what type of ob would we be looking for someone that could, if we went looking for someone that could help?
It depends on who's doing it, right? Because you have to roll your own circles. So
Yeah.
let me
But I
see.
mean, as far as what modifiers there would be, we'd need someone like
Okay.
soon
Right.
and specific, I would guess.
all we need is somebody that can heal him. I mean, that's not very specific.
So let's see here.
I mean, I'm confused because the more I try and justify it, the more specific it becomes.
Right. So at least an uncommon occupation, but it might be a specific occupation. The knowledge would probably not be similar to the circle you're rolling on, and an unusual time and place. So you're looking at like at least a 5 or 6.
Yeah. I think you're only supposed to use the biggest one, but okay. Like, what's the one that's most relevant to the situation?
Up 5.
Ob 5.
But it still has to make sense, like, with your setting and
Yeah.
stuff. Which, for both of you, is unusual.
I mean, if we went to the city,
I have
right?
Well, the city is way far away.
Okay. So they're like, this is a village that's close to us, okay.
Yeah, the thing that's close is like a village or it's very small. And then the city close to you is an opposing county, which
Oh,
Nico
that's
is
the
like, yeah,
closest
let's not
city,
do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So chances are this isn't going to go well for anyone. So we can just
Yeah.
pick something
I'll give it a shot.
and go with it. All right. Who are you trying to find?
I'm just trying to find a hedge witcher or somebody who would know alchemy that I might have bumped into in the village. Maybe they're the person that told me about the archaeological ruins in the first place.
Okay, so you're trying to find a hedge witch. Hold on, I'm trying to write these down. Hedge witch knows alchemy and probably apothecary stuff.
I mean, it's the same thing, right?
No.
No, 2 different skills.
Then doesn't know alchemy, just knows this just isn't an apothecary.
Okay. In the village, you said
Right.
Skov or whatever I was trying to pronounce it for. All right, and was there something else?
No, I don't need to be more specific than that. Do I?
Okay, so with those specifics, let me figure out what's your circles role for that, or what's your setting?
Well, the setting would be if we shared the city setting at some point.
Okay,
Because she probably went to the city to study in the Mages Guild. Because there's no Mages Guild school out
okay,
here.
so they did study, but then they moved out, so they're in a very
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
so that's pretty specific and unique within the setting.
Oh,
Used to
it
be
is?
within the
Okay.
city.
For this, it's 3.
There's always the enmity clause.
This is
I'm
pretty
fine
much going to
with
be an
that.
enmity clause. But is it like a fellow noble person,
Would that help?
or
I mean,
like where were they in the mage class? Like you're saying, like hedge wizard, so like fringe, like
I imagine that she would be, native to this area, and when it was realized she had some skill with what's the word we use? Not alchemy.
apothecary,
Apothecary.
herbalism.
Herbalism?
She was a good apothecary. Yeah, that's the name of the profession. She was a great apothecary, and she was taken to some of the minor magical effects, and the people were hoping that she could become a great healer, so they paid for her to travel to the city, and she learned some magic stuff and how to become a really even better healer.
Yeah, so probably lower rank then.
Yeah, that's
Stage.
what
Yeah.
it sounds like. Okay,
That's probably a peasant born or a village born.
But then, yeah, went to the city.
Mm-hmm.
so
Well, I'm gonna
Well, you're
start
not going to
dusting
find
off
any
my,
nobles out here, so.
yeah, so that's a op 7 roll.
All right. I had my affiliation for Mage Guild.
Yeah,
How about my reputation for being the best archaeologist?
I think that
was
if-
it that
if you-
local? Oh, that was local to your own.
Oh, that's
kingdom,
true.
though, right?
No, that was local to not my own kingdom. It was local to the islands where I do my archaeology. So it's probably not
Ju-
here. Okay.
Okay.
I was going to say, just to put that out there, if you say you're the best archaeologist and then come in with someone that was poisoned in an archaeological dig, that might hurt your reputation.
Just a bit. Just a
That's
bit.
cool. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Ob 7. Let's roll these dice.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
113.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Cool. So
This is the worst enmity ever, right?
You mean best,
Start-
right?
I'm
Okay.
gonna start dusting off these social skills. I suggest you get your purse ready, buddy.
All right, so you find Katerina.
All right.
She's around the village, Skav. You remember vaguely where she lives.
All right. Well, we drive the yak up to the hut and then knock on the door.
All right, so roll like a speed or writing test or something like that.
Okay, what would writing be?
Because I assume you're trying to take Ernest to Katerina,
Yeah.
right? Not the other way around.
Right.
If I remember correctly, writing is perception agility.
Oh, because that's way better than my speed.
Oh no, it's will. I'm sorry, it's will.
All right. Well, let's just roll speed then.
Well, I said speed or writing
Okay.
or something like that.
Can I roll the speed? I have 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave me
And-
behind.
and
Just
And
leave
the
me
other one
behind.
can help
Yeah,
because
I'll add you.
I'm trying to figure out how quickly you get.
I
there.
hope by not
So-
coming.
So, but well, if you're not there, then I'm not sure how the circles test
Oh,
works
man.
because you're the one who found
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, but you can toss me the helping die for the roll.
Yeah.
So it's not a... Or what's the ob?
I tell
Or
you
just
where
want
to go,
one?
and I'll pay the price. Like, she doesn't have a grudge against you; she has a grudge against me. But yeah, I'll give you my helping dice.
Okay.
And when I finally roll into town, then I'll have to suffer the consequences.
Is it just a graduated test for this?
Well, now
What
it's
do you want to
2. So I was under the impression Edwin would be going to his circles roll.
Well, I'm going
But if
there.
he's
I'm just really slow.
No, he's coming along. Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, it would be a graduated test with like just the speed differential, right? So,
Okay.
like, did you guys spend the night at the ruins and then head out in the morning, or did you like because it was like early evening by the time
yeah.
it sort of cooled off in the stream?
I don't think
did you
we
guys want to
could.
go through the night or?
Well, was there any type of path from the road to this ruin, or did we like just hack our way through when we got here?
There was like a game trail you found or something, but like
Okay.
it's not like a road.
Yeah.
It took a bit of getting to. That's why you had the guide.
Yeah, I probably would have pressed for us to leave as soon as possible.
Yeah. All right. It probably won't be speed to get down the hill at night, so I'm better at that.
All right, so here we go. Speed roll, 2 successes. That's shit.
Okay.
True.
Yeah. What's
3
that,
months
like
later.
Well, this has lots of
It,
time to train.
So yeah, this I want to say it took you most of the night, and so now you're all pretty tired, without sleeping. But you do finally arrive at the little hut right outside town that Lord Edwin is familiar with, and yeah, you find yourself there.
All right. I go up to the little door and I knock on it. I'm like covered in mud and pine needles.
Right.
Probably bleeding a little bit.
You get there's a response like, yes, who's there?
It is Lord Edwin. I need your aid.
Oh, okay, I'm coming. And then you like sort of hear some jostling, and you finally the door opens, and there's a Katerina sitting there. Like, You require assistance, Lord Edwin, from me?
Yes. There was an accident, and my companion, you may remember him, Ernest, was mortally wounded. And he's beyond my
Oh,
aid.
my.
Can
Well,
you save him?
I guess she goes to look over. She's like, my, this needs to be tended to. Come, bring him in.
Alright.
Lay him on the table over here.
Like I grab one arm of Ernest, and I guess
Yeah, I'll
I'm
be
not.
under the other
I'm
one
not
to drag him in.
Superman, but I can help. So we just drag him in
Yeah.
and put
Yeah.
him on the bed if there is a bed.
Well, there's like a large table on like the side of the.
All right.
Yeah,
You're only
Really
mostly
shoes.
on the
dead.
table.
You're only mostly dead, Ernest. We put him on the table.
Okay. That's good.
So let's
like-
see here.
Like wipe my brow. Like, ugh. He breathed in some kind of dust or glass or poison. I'm not sure what it was. I breathed it in too, but it was worse for him.
Oh my. Poison, you say? We're breathed in. What kind of? That is a story.
He's like groaning. Ernest is groaning. He's like,
So,
yeah, he's in a pretty bad shape.
so she
Yes.
starts looking over
Yeah.
Ernest and starts checking signs and symptoms and stuff, and she then begins like on the other side. There's like a bunch of jars full of dried or hanging herbs and whatnot, and so she begins putting stuff together. And let's see here. And the treatment. And
Fingers crossed.
oh, okay,
Mm.
not very good. So everything like she starts working and putting a paste and like starting to put it like spreading it on like Ernest's chest and stuff. So like he starts breathing in fumes and also administering a few concoctions that he should drink and stuff. But he's still pretty much unconscious. But after a while, she sort of looks around and she was like, "Well, this is highly unusual poison. I couldn't quite identify it, but he might be able to come out of this at some point. We'll see." And Ernest, could you give me a recovery roll for health? Let's see
Yes.
what this is. Ob 4.
Okay. And I just
Um,
is there any help or any way to help?
No.
Okay. What were you going to say, Golden, before I make this?
roll well.
Thank you.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah.
Where art thou?
RN Jesus does not like you today.
So it appears.
And so Katerina then looks at Lord Edwin and Nico and goes, "This man is very ill, very sick. It will take him quite some time to recover from this and get all of the impurity out." And with that, I guess we could sort of end this session, figure
Yeah.
out how everything
Artha.
goes. And so, yeah, let's do some beliefs in Artha and stuff.
Okay.
So, let me flip over to that.
Well, that took a left turn.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
see.
think I got
Here we
any
go.
Artha out of this at all. Nope.
Okay. Beliefs. Wait. Okay. Oh my god. I'm so failing. Someone have like the random page that all the Arthur stuff is on? I'm not
I
finding
don't
it.
know. I know it's just about if your instincts got you into trouble, or technically made things more interesting, usually by getting you into trouble.
Ah, here we go. Alright, I found it.
61, maybe?
Okay. Yes. That's not
Yeah,
right.
63 is where earning Arthur
63.
starts.
Here we go. Alright, so beliefs. Let's go through the beliefs and everything.
Cool.
Does anyone think they pursued any of their beliefs?
I mean, I could.
I pursued my loyalty belief. I am the assistant and guardian to Lord W.
Okay.
I think
Sure.
that's the only one I did.
I could
Well,
argue.
what are your other ones?
Hugo Marwick left me to die once. I will return the favor. Meanwhile, I will show these islanders that not all Continentals are as cold-hearted as he. I might have pursued that because I buried the guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but no one saw it. They were all dead or.
Well,
it's-
I
two
went out to bury
workers
the guy,
saw it.
and then suddenly everyone saw it because everyone else followed me, basically, after a time.
Well, not the.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah, the
guess-
two
but
workers
you two
didn't-
were
didn't actually
other
see
players
us.
are islanders
Yeah.
Oh,
as
right.
well.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, the other players. I guess that would be up to
You guys.
you guys. Yeah, like, does Nico and Edwin think that this Continental is not quite as imperious
As
and
cold-hearted, I think.
as cold-hearted? Yeah.
What
Yeah, I think
what
I
are
said
the
as much,
cultural
didn't I?
traits of?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, what are the cultural traits of the Continentals?
They are imperious, boisterous, and close-minded.
So that's what that's our general opinion of them.
That's the stereotype.
Yeah. Yeah, I think him showing
Sure.
decency like that.
Yep. You can get a fate.
Yeah.
Okay. So one fate for both.
We definitely pursued it.
Those.
And then your last, or your other two beliefs?
The Empire was united through conquest, not arcane trickery. Such magical items don't really exist, and I'll prove it. I don't consider the orbs magical, and so I think that hasn't really come up.
Right. Well,
Um,
you could have pursued it a little bit more, but like stating such things as like these are mere tricks or something. But
Yeah.
I don't think you actively talked about it.
Nope. And also my other belief, which hasn't really come up yet, I was going to wait until after we entered the chamber that just opened up.
Right.
Nico draws trouble like flies to rotten fruit. I'll keep an eye on
Yeah.
him and find out what mischief he is up to.
Yeah.
When you come around, I'm going to make a point of telling you who got you out of that poison gas.
Right.
So yeah, neither of those
Okay.
applied. Regarding my instincts, always be ready to act in Lord W's best interests. I think that got me in trouble, just a bit,
Yep.
just slightly.
Yeah, you
Sure.
you-
Yeah. I'll give you that.
And I think that's it. My other two are always maintain my arms and armor, and when in a group of equals, take command.
Okay.
your
Yeah, I don't
traits-
think those really got you in trouble. So,
Nope. 3 fate.
did you get
Decent.
any trait stuff?
Isn't that at the end of an arc?
No, traits can give you fate if you invoke them, alters the direction of the story.
I didn't invoke any of them, and I don't think they really came up too much.
Okay.
I already did it with my loyal belief, my loyal trait.
Right. That's not a. Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't get that twice.
I didn't think so. I really doubted it. No, everything else is about
Okay.
good.
Fate points for Nico or Edwin.
I mean, I could maybe argue the need to ensure the success of the mission by like bracing everything and getting.
Yeah. Well, also, like you were the deciding factor in opening the door, right? Because you convinced Edwin
Yeah,
to like
no, that's
keep going.
yeah, that's definitely true.
So, Yeah, you totally get a fade for that.
Okay. Yeah, the other two did not come up. I have no goods to safeguard at this point.
Okay.
And I really didn't get into any discussions of freedom with Ernest.
Nope.
Right.
Though that may come up next session.
Yeah.
Right.
As far as instincts, actually, my instinct to never fight from the front saved me, so that doesn't count for anything. But maybe my brash trait, because I just walked into the temple or into the crypt rather, without checking for stuff. I mean, it didn't actually cause any trouble, but it did move the story.
It did lead to some, yeah.
Probably not.
I
don't think so.
agree. I think it's close, but there are many other ways that it will in the future.
Oh yeah. So that's one fate for me. Well, that'll maybe help late next time.
Dwayne?
Well, maybe I pursued my belief in learning the history of legendary artifacts, but there's no indication that there's any legendary artifacts in the ruins. So I'm not sure if it's too general.
I'd give you one for that, but yeah, we might want to look at modifying that belief.
Okay. Then my instinct, when surrounded by darkness, kindle a fire. I'm pretty sure that the guys died because I sent them in there to light torches.
No.
No, they just died? Okay.
Yeah.
They just died anyways. There was nothing you could have done.
They died as a GM red light.
They died as they lived.
It would have happened no matter what I said. Okay.
Right.
Someone
one
would
of
have.
them
It's
would
better that it was them.
Yeah.
One of them's on Ernest. The other one would have happened no matter what.
Okay. Yep.
Cool.
Maybe
so-
superstitious, but it didn't really cause me any trouble. I tried to play it a little bit with not wanting to go through that door.
Yeah, I mean, it probably hasn't yet, but if you continue along that line, it'll probably cause you some trouble with Nico.
Okay. Well, does that the thing the traits have to cause you trouble? Okay. All right.
Cool. Did anyone get any persona?
I don't think so. I didn't get any persona. I didn't achieve any of my beliefs.
Yeah.
I didn't find out what mischief Nico was up to. Prove that magic items aren't real. Kill Hugo Marwick.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's personal goals got it, but like, I don't also think anyone did like the embodiment or the mold breaker stuff.
That's
all
like
right.
Per story, anyhow, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I thought that was the end of the session.
End of the scenario, I think, is workhorse and MVP.
Okay, there are some
Yeah.
for both. I thought it was all.
But then like, so mold breaker, like if a player comes to a point in a story where his bits conflict with a decision he must make, and then he goes out and then he plays out the inner turmoil.
Yeah.
We hit our 4-hour limit.
That's
We're finishing up now, anyways.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my camera came back, so all right. So that's Mold Breaker. Anyone can nominate for Mold Breaker, as well as the GM, and a majority vote would give someone a persona point. The other one is Embodiment. When a player captures the mood of the table perfectly and further drives the story onward, 1 persona point is awarded. Moments like great speeches, desperate decisions, or gruesome revenge fall into this category. This is a tough award to get, as a player really must go above and beyond in his role playing. So, yeah, I don't think it sounds like any persona got awarded.
And I liked your guys'
So I
role
guess-
playing. But
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
not sure
we
it's
need to keep
supposed to be easy
these
to get
awards.
that.
Yeah, I think we need to keep these awards in the back of our minds and like strive for them.
So
Maybe like
yeah,
make a handout with them so we can like reference them as we play and be
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna try to do that. You know.
okay. Yeah. Also, I think now that we're sort of set in where we are in the world, it's going to be easier to sort of figure out how to tweak things. So, but
Yeah, we
I
can
guess-
come in with much better beliefs and stuff next time because
Yep.
we know what's going on.
I guess that's
Simply.
also all the Eartha and end of session stuff. Next week, we'll probably look into doing some practice tests for a few people,
Yep, not myself, but
maybe a
You
few other
guys.
things. Golden, I think it's all yours.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As predicted, there was horrible, horrible burning. Not literal burning,
burning in the lungs.
but there was
Yeah,
definitely
in-
a burning sensation. And this, like every time I play
You know-
D&D, like my character dies in the first session. Like I've had probably like 5 or 6 characters die in the first session. So
Ah,
this game, my role killed somebody else, basically. So that's
revenge
That
in,
usually-
in a very strange way.
Yep.
that usually doesn't
That is
happen.
also true. Like,
But you saw me
know-
fail. I had 6 dice and I didn't get anything. So sorry.
yeah,
yeah, I wonder how Ernest is going to react when he comes back around.
yeah,
Things might be a bit different now.
yeah.
Maybe we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed because, like, I have a low will, so I thought it would be kind of a cool triangle where I'm bossing Ernest around, and then Nico is bossing me around, and Ernest is bossing Nico around.
Yeah, we're basically
Yeah.
it's a big. We're basically running in a circle around each other and going
Right.
nowhere.
So there's some kind of balance of power here. I really don't want to be the guy that is the leader of the party necessarily, even if that's my character's role financially. All right. Well, I
Cool.
had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Hearth.
Hearthstone. I had Lore Walker Cho in Tavern Brawl where everyone has spells only. So
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
yep. So that's what I've been playing because my character's been out. I'm okay with that.
Oh shit, my shelter! I totally forgot about it. See, okay, this was a good session. I totally forgot about my Fallout shelter. So
Nice.
Okay,
Props
props to you guys.
that's
Yes. So it's a lot of work. I hope everyone enjoyed the overlays, and I hope everyone tunes in next week and gives us upvotes on Reddit. I'll go ahead and ask us questions. There's threads
Q&A
in the
for it coming up.
Roll20 Reddit, and I believe Skinny Ghost and Burning Wheel Reddit have links to that thread if you can't find it there. But
Cool.
yeah, we'll make a thread next week when it's time to play again. So take care and good night.
Bye.
Bye, guys.